Well, I think obviously the one run with trying to pick the guy at second ends up, getting a double error there, and then we don't get the out at second base. I don't think we get two on Turner there, so that cost us an out, and then the 3-run homer later, so that cost us some runs, and obviously it's not something you want to do with Max out there, and he was mowing pretty good there. We clip him late, and we get some pitches on him. Yelly and Deet gets him, which gives us a little hope. At that point, really, you think, okay, we got a shot here. We get it within 3. Let's hold them and give ourselves a couple innings to try to score. But just weren't able to do it.
And with Tommy today, the 3 walks, 2 scored.
Yeah, it's a tough matchup for Tom, honestly. When you start looking at the matchups and just their numbers off him, it's a team that's hit him well, and not just one guy or two. There's a number of there's 4 or 5 guys in that lineup a couple of guys didn't play that hit him well. So it's one of those matchups going in. It's a tough matchup for him, and it's just one of those teams that see him well. It's a little bit more of a veteran team. Not going to chase as much. They're going to force you in the strike zone, more experience, and hit the breaking ball a little better. So it was a tough matchup going in. We knew that, but you got to play the game. It was just one of those games that didn't work out for him.
Yeah, and like you said, you come back in, you get the 2 homers in that inning. And then Rodney, what are you saying to him right now?
We just give up a couple runs, and we get a chance to really get out of that with a, O's throw. If it's 2 feet to the right there, we get that out at home plate, and we're out of that inning. So really, it's a situation he's not really used to, but he gives up a couple runs.
Yelich hitting the 20 homer mark. I know you were talking the other day about him and his power, but for him to actually hit some of these benchmarks, just his maturation.
I think it is. I think it's still going. There's still room for him. It's one of the first true pull homers we've really seen from him, that he gets the ball up in the air and hits it clean and gets the right angle. So, it's coming, and I think it's only going to get better. So we just a lot of that just takes time. But I think sometimes crossing those barriers, you start to know you can. All of a sudden to hit 20 when you've had I don't know what was his high before, 9 or 10 or whatever it was, to double that in a season, all of a sudden your mind goes, I can do that. And it takes you to a different place and a different confidence. So if we can enhance that, from the standpoint, because you're always looking to get better, that he can continue to get better. So obviously I think hitting those benchmarks are kind of, in a sense, important.
Don, I know you wanted to win your games and put the pressure on the teams you're chasing. I wonder what your thoughts are. The Cardinals lost today. The Braves just swept the Mets.
Well, it kind of leaves us in the same spot. Obviously, it would have been nice if we could have won and cut a game off in there, and hopefully the Dodgers win tonight and keep us right there. But so really those kind of wins for us from the other teams, obviously keep us alive. And so we don't really go any further. We just lose a game, from the standpoint of we have one less game to play. So obviously it makes it tougher, but in the same sense, you didn't go the other direction, so you're still where you're sitting where you were at.
And to follow up too, now the Braves, they've given you guys some trouble. They come down here off that great series that you just played.
Well, that series is over, and so they got to come here and play. We got to play tomorrow night. It's going to be who plays better tomorrow. Momentum at this point is really just that day and your pitcher that night. So what they've been doing or what we've been doing, and we've been playing well, doesn't really matter. It's going to be, Jose tomorrow going out and keeping us in the game early and seeing if we can put some runs on the board and kind of, win a game.